Live from the Christy Sereno Christmas Classic, the second annual. We're in between periods here with Malden Catholic ahead 3-0. And as I said, we're going to try to get some special guests throughout the tournament. And we're fortunate to have Phil Antonelli here from Malden Catholic to talk a little bit about the history of the tournament. Obviously now, Phil, the second year, but drawing big crowds. Malden Catholic not disappointing the home crowd here tonight. But let's talk a little bit more about Coach Sereno and what this tournament's all about.
Absolutely. Well, I must say it's a testimony to we had 4 great teams here last year and this year with Austin Prep, Hingham, and St. Mary's. I think that's 4 quality Super 8 teams here at the beginning of the season. But unfortunately, with the loss of Coach Sereno last year and we named the tournament after him, I think he's done wonders for high school hockey. Coming back from the college level 8 years ago, unfortunately losing his battle to cancer last year after 2 years. And such a testimony to Chris, because this is what Chris would want. Like I said, there's a lot of boys in that locker room, in our MC locker room. There's former players here today that came back, not just because it's Malden Catholic, because of Coach Sereno and how he affected their lives in some way, somehow. I'll be honest with you, I've been with him. I was with him from the start here. I was here with the previous coaching staff, and he asked me to stay on board. And I knew Chris from my early days in hockey. And I couldn't say I was more privileged and thankful that I had the opportunity to coach with them. He taught me just the little things that make a difference, in a young man's life. So sometimes you look back and something might not be the right way, and I just think back and say, what would Coach Sereno do in this situation? So he was a great mentor, he was a great friend, and I'm proud to say that I was able to coach under him. It's unfortunate that he's not here with us, but this is a testimony to him.
Yeah, Phil, a great tournament. Everybody we've had up here that knew Coach Sereno over the years, nothing but positive things to say about him, but certainly nothing but respect for what you've done here and able to bring these 4 great teams together, all great coaches that did know Coach Sereno very well. I know they all take great pride in being able to participate in this. Talk a little bit about what we saw in the second period there, finally starting to find the back of the net now with a 3-0 lead as we head into the third.
Absolutely. I think the first period, on both sides. Austin Prep's a well-coached team. It's like a well-oiled machine over there. It's from last year's Super 8 matchup. And I just think both teams were coming out, testing the waters to see, what each other had. And we were able to put a few goals in behind Elijah, who's a great goalie. I think this year's team were pretty versatile, pretty deep. We got a lot of young guys on the team that have really stepped up in the early stages. We're only 4 games into this, and hopefully we can keep this going. But like I said before, this is 4 teams that are playing here. Anyone could have been any other 2 teams could have been in the final here.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle Casey, a freshman. Obviously, not a lot of us have seen much of him. I know he's seen only 7 shots so far tonight, but. You guys must be very high on him to have him given the start tonight. Absolutely.
I think, the past 2 years having, Connor Maloney graduate and Alex Reese being his backup, we just want to make sure that, that we have 2 goalies that can, go down the stretch here. So Kyle has been a great addition to the team. He's really come in, had a great tryout for us, played in some of the scrimmages, and as we go now, that's not a knock to Alex Reese. He's been excellent too. So we got 2 good goalies, got some strong defense, and I think we have some great forwards. And hopefully we continue the success that we've been having.
Defense looks real strong. Obviously
Absolutely.
Nick Rowley, one of your captains, kind of carrying a lot of the play, but Will Lawrence getting in the scoring column with an assist last night, another one tonight.
Absolutely. I think, we have 4 solid defensemen with Nick and John McLean Jr. the third, and Will Lawrence and Chris Hopkins, and then we have other guys that will fall in. Matt Yanakopoulos, a freshman, Jared Burness, Patrick Harrington. We do. We have added depth there, and I really do look for success with some of those young guys. Even at the forwards level, we're skating. You got Corey Goldstein, you got Jack Adams, you got Matt Philippe, who's just really honed in on his game this summer, and he's really developed well. And, love watching him play. So I think there's a whole list of players here at any one time could step up and give us, all-out effort every night. So I think myself, John McLean being the head coach is very, very happy with this. He's in dealing with the troops right now, so I figured he asked me to come up and speak on his behalf. And, and Pat Driscoll running the defense. I think, some of the success also attains to the three of us have been working together the past 3 years, and like I said, Coach McLean worked with Coach Serino and his Merrimack days. So, and John started back here, 8 years ago when Chris came. So we've had some great things here at Malden Catholic. So I just think everything's starting, it's working for us right now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Phil. I mean, you guys obviously having won 3 state championships in a row.
Absolutely.
And well positioned, possibly to take a 4th. It's early in the season. We don't want to get
Absolutely.
too far ahead of ourselves.
No, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
You guys play a tough schedule.
Absolutely. It's we tell the boys every night, every team that comes to play us wants to play us, and they're going to give us everything that they have. They want to knock us off. And I truly believe that there isn't an easy night at Malden Catholic. There isn't an easy day of practice here. Academics comes first at Malden Catholic, but you have to be committed to play hockey here. And they have to become prepared every day to come here and work hard for us for an hour and 15 minutes of practice, and then to show up at the rink mentally prepared and then bring it out into the ice. So with that, there isn't an easy night for Malden Catholic. I think it's a very, very tough schedule, and I appreciate the teams that do schedule us and play us. I just think it's great for us. And like you said, we've had some success the past couple of years. We like to hold our hat high on that. I'm proud to say I'm part of the staff here and part of Malden Catholic. I'm a graduate here, and I always tell people I may not always be a hockey coach, but I'm always a grad of Malden Catholic. So I can say I'm proud in 2 aspects and 2 spectrums.
Absolutely, Phil. Well, thanks again for your time in between periods here. I know Coach Serino's smiling right now down on the Malden Catholic ice here.
Absolutely.
Today, and on your coaching staff, you guys continue to carry the legacy. Hopefully we'll be here to cover this for
absolutely
a long time.
Absolutely. I hope you guys are. I mean, I definitely think you're right. God love Chris. I know he's in a better place, but I know he's definitely looking down. He's got a big smile on his face. So
great.
I appreciate the time. I look forward to seeing you guys.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Best of luck the rest of the way. We'll see you around the rinks, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, so Phil Antonelli joining us there in between periods, obviously talking about his experience with Coach Serino and now the tournament, the Winter Classic here now into its second anniversary. 5 minutes remaining in between periods, so we're going to come back to you next with coverage of the start of the third period. Again, Malden Catholic Lancers 3, Austin Prep Cougars nothing.